Yo, what up, you guys? It's your boy, the Kryptonian, saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece Chapter 35. Yo, alright, man. So, this chapter right here was a setup chapter, but I didn't mind it because of what was going on. I actually have questions I want to ask right now because this is really bothering. It's not so much bothering me, more so it's really interesting me, right? How strong is Zoro? Like, just in his base, right? Not in this moment. I was going to say right now. Just in his base, right? How strong is Zoro? Because the Meowbin brother that is, doing the catapult, he's coming back stronger than ever before. I'm guessing because Jango's unlocked his full potential with the hypnotism. And he's breaking the ground apart to a point where even Captain Kuro is saying he doesn't know his own strength. And in this chapter, what we actually end up seeing is Zoro not only holds him back, right? Like, look at this. Like, I'm gonna go back to the other page here. Like, Zoro's against the mountain, right? And he's being pushed into it, but he's holding off the attack, and you see like the veins in his arm. You see a look of determination, but the fact that he's still got enough energy to talk shit, saying you've already lost me once, and then he just kicks his ass away. How strong is Zoro? Like, is this like a LeBron James type of freak where there's literally nothing he can't do in terms of natural strength and endurance? Like, what the hell's going on? Like, I knew he was good. I didn't know he was this good. Like, this is probably my biggest thing. Now, to backtrack so I can do a review of this chapter, man, this chapter was pretty good. Basically, everybody's like, what's going on? Like, this guy knocked Captain Kuro back. Just what is he? And that's when, it gets revealed to them that Luffy ate the gum fruit. He ate a devil fruit. And Kuro is aware of the devil fruit. So it makes sense. He is, a pirate. And I know you guys have said in the comment section below in other videos that, as I get closer to the Grand Line, I'll start seeing that there are more people who know about devil fruits. And one of Oda's pre-chapter interviews, what he said in this volume was that there's over 100 devil fruits. So they're not as rare as I thought they were. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like One Piece is going in the direction that, say, Dragon Ball Z went, where it was like Super Saiyan was this magical thing to where it was rare, and then you got to the Buu Saga, and it's like, you're a Super Saiyan, you're a Super Saiyan, let's put two Super Saiyans together, and let's just fuse them and make another Super Saiyan. Like, it doesn't feel like that's the direction Oda's going. But here's the thing that I really enjoyed, right? Usopp's pirate crew, those three little kids jump in there and they're hitting, Captain Kuro with these makeshift weapons, and it's kind of cute, but at the same time, like, you can tell Usopp is terrified, and it shows that Usopp is a good leader. Because the first thing that he thought as soon as he saw those kids was like, oh shit, they're going to get hurt. And if you remember, Usopp went as far as to lie to these kids to keep them out of danger. So we see more of his leadership characteristics coming out. And I'm really interested to see if he's going to join Luffy's crew and how that dynamic is going to go, because at this point, he's as good of a leader as Luffy. He just lacks the destructive power, the destructive capability that Luffy has. It's because Luffy is a fucking freak of nature. That's the only thing that's separating them. But here's the other thing about that. Like, Zoro actually ends up complimenting Usopp because he says, hey, he's got a quick tongue, that one. He gave those kids and Kaya an honorable mission to get them out of here. And that mission was Usopp, after Captain Kuro just knocks him the fuck away after walking past those kids, which is huge. And I'll get to that in a second, but basically Usopp is trying to protect them from Jango, who has been ordered by Captain Kuro to basically kill Usopp and the kids and make Kaya write the will like was planned, right? And obviously, that's when Zoro steps in and says, you will not pass. And then the Meowbin brother kind of comes in, and now they're fighting. I'm guessing that's going to be an off-panel fight. I'm not sure. But the reason why I said that Usopp giving that mission was huge is, once again, that compassion that he has, that's Oh, that's an awesome leadership trait. That is somebody that you follow in the battle, because that's somebody who is not going to put his crew in, or his teammates in a position where, one, they can't succeed, and two, he's always thinking about their well-being. Great leadership qualities. But the thing about this is, as Captain Kuro says, if anybody knows how frail that girl's body is, it's me. This shit, it's not gonna work. She has to get up the slope. No way in hell that happens. And to Usopp's credit, even though he's basically been battered and beaten, Usopp still finds a way to buy time. And he uses his slingshot and hits Jango. It looks like in the back or the lower back, and that can hurt. But you would think, since Jango's got that thick ass coat, that it would absorb some of the impacts. And now I'm wondering what kind of rocks is Usopp using. But that's neither here nor there. At least he bought them a little time. And what Kuro said is interesting, because Kaya does have to get up that slope. And it is going to take time, because you can tell that she walks slow. But the chapter ends off with Zoro and Luffy telling Usopp to basically leave it to them. And it's a pretty cool shot, man. I really enjoyed that, right? Like, you see them like that, like, there's nothing too significant with it. Obviously, you have Zoro, he's closer to the page, Luffy's drawn further back. I don't know how that is in the anime, but I think that's the way that Oda is kind of going. But I mean, we just have like really beautiful shots, like Usopp bloody, face down. There's not much he can do, but just the way that ended, like with that shot right there, that was pretty nice. And it's going to lead us into the next volume. My chapter question for you guys is this: what did you think about Usopp's resolve and determination to buy time for Kaya and those kids to get away? I was actually touched by that, you know, like, because as a man, this is like a life lesson for some of the younger viewers, right? As a man, there comes a time when you know whether or not something's going to be futile, and you know you have to commit to it regardless. You know it's going to blow up in your face, but you can't turn back. And that's where Usopp is at this point. And a lesser man would have accepted what is about to happen. You know, there's a good chance that Usopp, I know you guys said Oda doesn't kill, but just take that out of consideration. There's a good chance Usopp could die in this fight. And he's laying it all on the line. And that's something that you can apply just to everyday life. You know, there are going to be times when you're going to be faced with difficult decisions and there's no right choice. And you have to choose the lesser of two evils. Or sometimes you have to choose the greater of two evils because you're better suited to handle it. And that's what Usopp's doing at this point, man. Very impressed. But that's it for this review. If you liked anything I had to say, make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, and share. I greatly appreciate it, guys.